Imagine sharing a deep bond with someone, then suddenly facing silence and distance without any explanation. It's confusing, painful, and leaves you questioning what really happened. Could it be that love hasn't disappeared, but something more complex is unfolding beneath the surface? Today's video uncovers the hidden dimensions of love that we often miss, the unconscious forces that sometimes make us pull away just when emotions run the strongest. If mixed signals or unexpected distance have ever left you feeling hurt or puzzled, this discussion will shift the way you understand love forever. Before diving in, make sure to subscribe to Wise Mind so you never miss insights about personal and spiritual growth. Now, let's explore the deeper truths behind love's silent retreats and learn to recognize the subtle signs that often go unnoticed. Love isn't always what it seems on the surface. It's shaped by inner conflicts, fears, and unconscious patterns that guide our reactions, even when we don't realize it. Understanding these hidden layers helps us see why someone might suddenly pull away, not as a rejection, but as part of a complex emotional dance that many experience but few truly understand. But first, let's talk about an important point: the silent death of love. Love often fades not with loud arguments or clear endings, but through a quiet retreat, a silent death that creeps in unnoticed. This slow disappearance happens when emotional distance grows little by little, leaving one or both feeling more alone despite being physically close. It's a subtle unraveling that many experience but struggle to name or understand. This silent shift usually begins deep within, where fears and doubts quietly take root. What once felt warm and secure starts to feel heavy, confusing, or even threatening. The change isn't sudden. It's a hidden transformation inside the mind and heart, where old wounds resurface and new walls are quietly built. This is the crucial turning point when love's energy begins to slip away without words or clear signs. At this vulnerable moment, the person experiencing the change may not even realize what's happening. The mind instinctively pulls back, not to reject love, but to protect itself from pain or overwhelming emotion. It's a delicate, unconscious decision to create distance as a shield, a step taken before the pain becomes too much to bear. Recognizing this silent death is key to understanding the complex dance of closeness and withdrawal in relationships. Two signs of detachment. When someone begins to distance themselves emotionally, it's rarely a sudden or random act. It's often preceded by subtle signs that reveal a gradual detachment. These early signals are the quiet whispers of a heart pulling away, marking the transition from closeness to separation. Understanding these signs can help us recognize when someone is moving toward emotional distance before it becomes overwhelming or confusing. This moment of shifting energy is crucial because it holds clues about what's happening beneath the surface. The inner struggle between the desire to connect and the instincts that urge retreat. By learning to identify these signals, we open a door to deeper empathy and insight, allowing us to respond with greater awareness rather than fear or frustration. The Zen story, the traveler and the sage. There's an ancient story about a wise traveler who, upon crossing a vast desert, noticed the shifting sands beneath his feet. He realized that the landscape was constantly changing, sometimes subtly, sometimes dramatically, but always moving. Instead of resisting the dunes, he learned to adjust his path with patience and awareness, knowing that survival depended on understanding the rhythm of change. This tale mirrors the experience of love when distance begins to take hold. Just like the traveler who senses the shifting ground, we can learn to recognize the signs that someone is moving away emotionally. It's not about control or forcing connection, but about observing with compassion and adapting to the evolving landscape of the heart. The moment of change, when love starts to retreat, is an invitation to develop this wise awareness. Instead of fearing loss or clinging tightly, we can approach the situation with curiosity, patience, and an openness to growth. This mindset transforms distance from a threat into a signal, guiding us toward deeper understanding of ourselves and those we care about. The first sign, the subtle distancing. The first sign that someone is beginning to pull away is often subtle, so gentle that it can easily be overlooked or misunderstood. This gradual withdrawal shows up in small shifts, fewer messages, delayed responses, less enthusiasm in conversations. At first, these changes might seem insignificant, but they are the quiet echoes of a heart starting to create distance. This subtle retreat isn't always about a lack of care or love. Rather, it reflects an internal process where emotions become too overwhelming or conflicting. The person might be wrestling with fears or doubts, prompting them to step back just enough to find some emotional space. It's like a gentle pause in the rhythm of connection, signaling an inner discomfort that hasn't yet fully surfaced. Recognizing this early signal is crucial because it opens a window to understanding what's really happening beneath the surface. Instead of reacting with panic or blame, we can use this moment to engage with empathy and curiosity, asking ourselves what fears or needs might be driving this quiet pull away. Seeing the subtle signs allows us to respond with patience and care, possibly preventing deeper distance from forming. Noticing the distancing. Noticing emotional distance can feel like a slow unraveling of the connection you once shared. It's that uneasy feeling when conversations become less frequent or seem to lack their usual warmth. The laughter fades, the eye contact becomes shorter, and the simple joys of being together feel diluted. These changes don't usually appear overnight but develop gradually, making them harder to pinpoint and harder to confront. This distancing is often a sign that something deeper is shifting within the relationship. It reflects an internal tug-of-war, where the desire to stay connected clashes with the need to protect oneself from vulnerability or pain. When someone starts to pull away, it's not always a rejection, but a silent way to manage overwhelming emotions that they may not fully understand or be ready to face. By paying attention to these shifts in closeness, we gain insight into the emotional landscape of our relationships. Instead of interpreting distance as only a loss, we can see it as a signal, an invitation to explore what fears or worries might be beneath the surface. Recognizing this helps us respond with compassion and calm, opening the door to healing rather than fueling confusion or hurt. The second sign, change of perspective. The second sign that someone is beginning to emotionally distance themselves often appears through a subtle shift in their gaze, a change in the way they look at you. Eyes that once sparkled with warmth and connection may now seem distant, distracted, or even guarded. This silent transformation speaks volumes, revealing a growing inner separation that words alone cannot express. This altered gaze reflects more than just physical distance. It's a window into their changing emotional state. When love feels complicated by fear or uncertainty, the eyes can betray a person's struggle to stay fully present. Instead of open, inviting looks, you might see hesitation or withdrawal, a sign that their heart is quietly stepping back, even if they remain physically nearby. Understanding this change in how someone looks at us helps illuminate the deeper shifts happening below the surface. It's a powerful reminder that love isn't only about words or actions, but also about the unspoken emotions conveyed through our eyes. Recognizing this sign allows us to approach the situation with sensitivity and patience, giving space for dialogue and growth before distance deepens further. Learning to let go. Learning to let go is one of the most challenging yet essential lessons love can teach us. When someone begins to pull away, our first instinct might be to hold on tighter, clinging to what once was in the hope of maintaining the connection. But true wisdom lies in recognizing when holding on does more harm than good, and when release becomes an act of courage and self-love. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on love or caring less. Instead, it's about accepting that some parts of our relationships are beyond control, and that growth often requires space and time. By embracing this, we create room for healing, clarity, and sometimes even deeper bonds, whether that means repairing what was lost or learning to move forward with grace. This journey of releasing is not a sign of weakness but one of strength. It asks us to confront our fears of loss and uncertainty and to trust that love in its purest form is not about possession, but about freedom and understanding. Learning to let go transforms pain into growth, helping us evolve into more compassionate and resilient beings ready to love more fully in the future. Transformation and new beginning. Every ending within love holds the seed of a new beginning. When we face emotional distance or even loss, it can feel like the closing of a chapter, but this moment also offers a powerful opportunity for transformation. Through the struggle and the release, we gain deeper insight into ourselves and what we truly need from connection. This transformation is not about returning to what was, but about moving forward with greater wisdom and openness. It invites us to rebuild from a place of self-awareness, honoring both our need for intimacy and the boundaries that protect our well-being. In this way, each ending becomes a doorway to a fuller, more authentic experience of love. By embracing change as part of love's natural cycle, we shift from fear to hope. We learn that even after moments of silence and distance, love can find new life, sometimes with the same person and sometimes by opening our hearts to fresh possibilities. This shift marks the beginning of a journey toward deeper connection, healing, and growth that enriches our lives in unexpected ways. Love has the incredible power to heal us, even when it challenges us to face our deepest fears. When someone steps back or creates distance, it's not always a sign that love has ended. In many cases, it reflects the inner battles they are fighting. The greatest lesson often lies within ourselves. Understanding what this experience reveals about our own fears, our ability to trust, and our readiness to grow. Remember, real love is not about control or possession. It's about freedom, understanding, and mutual respect. True love finds its way back after moments of silence and distance, or teaches us when it's time to let go and embrace growth from within. If this message resonated, please subscribe to the Wise Mind channel for more insights on personal growth and relationships. Like this video if it helped you, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss new content. Share your experiences with love and growth in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.